Well, hello you beautiful peeps. Sorry about the echo. A lot of you have been asking for a studio tour, and some of you may already know that we've recently had the builders and painters in. So before I get to mess it up again, I thought I'd show you all. That includes looking through drawers and boxes. So let's get on. This is the stairs up to my studio. We will not be going in that room because that's where I've chucked all of the mess. But what's in there is where I photograph the models. But in here is the studio. Here we go. England, Norway. Some of you may know that I lived in Norway for over 20 years and my wife and children are Norwegian. And Malta, this is where we live, and I'm also Maltese as I was born here. So this is the bit that you never get to see. Obviously I sit at my desk here, facing the camera, so you guys never usually get to see this here. It's a lot neater than it used to be, put it that way. It's where I charge my bits and bobs up, a few spare batteries here. So when I say that I've got new batteries in there, I'm not joking, I truly do. This here is obviously for a future project. It is non-radio controlled, but I will be putting, I think, the WL Toys 104001 chassis on that to make it go a little bit faster. Of course, it'll have to be brushless. Let me just move that, because in here is not the EMB SC, but, come on, come on, come on. This is the LC Racing, what is it? LC10B, what we got, B5, that one that my wife and I started to make many moons ago. Finally completed, but obviously it needs to be sprayed and finished off. Then we have the nitro here. Okay, fair enough. Let's pull this off. I probably don't want to take it all apart because, you know, I have to put it back together afterwards, but while we're here I'll try and show you a few things. This was the used car that we bought, but it was in horrible shape when we first got it, so we had to completely strip it all down and clean it all up the best that we could. It's on the starter there. Then we have the Formula One cars, oh my. I am actually trying to save up to get some tyres for this. You know, I don't have unlimited cash, so it's a case of as soon as I can afford the tyres, I will be getting them, and then we will give it a run again. Not a lot of change from it other than me snapping off the rear wing on that. Moving across, a few tools here, and obviously the boxes and whatnot. What do we got at the back here? Toyota Formula One car. When I visited the Toyota factory with my wife, won a competition on autosport.com many years ago, and they flew us to Cologne in Germany, and I think it's Mark Webber's signature. Yes, Mark Webber's signature. There you go. Then underneath we have controllers, lots and lots and lots of controllers, as you can see. And then over to the tires. This is 1/10, then we've got the Formula One tires here. And then we've got 1/8 tires there. Then what else? A few more controllers. This is the area where I'll be sort of doing the project cars and whatnot. Basically leaving them until I have time for them. A few boxes. Actually in here we do have the boat. And then that is in the box, and that is in the box. So that one I've had on the channel, that one I haven't as yet. What do we got down here? Camera equipment, it says. We won't look at that. Camera accessories, yes. And photo box. Don't need that now as I've got the big photo area next door. Here we have just the boxes for certain things. I kept the colander that my wife threw out, pulled that out the trash so that I can put bits in there and rinse them out and whatnot. These are the cars that I don't have any space for, but it turns out I've got 2 of these, didn't know. There you go. So in here is instructions for everything. And then, we have the soldering iron and accessories. So that's here. Let's go across to here.
we have, that is the FTX Vantage, my son's car that I've been nicking parts off. We won't talk about that one. And this is the Ferrari F2004 Nitro. Again, needs to get on with that. F1 car parts, FTX Vantage parts, 104001. This is projects to do. I'm not going to show you that. Don't want other channels to know what I've got coming up. Joey Cheetah, spares, Nitro. Bezgar 7's got its own box apparently, but by the looks of it, that's where I put all the RB7 manuals at the back there. XLF F17, that's the car that's in bits. I need to put that back together. And the old BX8E, old as in that's the old chassis that was ruined. I'll show you up there what I've done with that one. We have a few shells here, some painted, some need to be painted. That's another video for the future. Drone. The FEMI drone parts. This is the C129 helicopter. Chargers. I have a few chargers, so I don't need any more chargers. And then over to the good stuff. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. Dusted all of this, took them all down, dusted them all, put them back together, and by the time I got to the end one, they were already dusty. Very frustrating. So what I meant with this one is I've done half the video. I now have to just complete it now that I've finished the car. This is in fact a Nitro chassis with all the BX8E parts on it. So that's a video that I need to conclude. Let's have a look at the Subaru while we're here. Oh, it does look good, doesn't it? And when you consider that you can buy this shell finished painted, all the stickers on, I think that's a real bargain for the price it was. What we got down here? Nice car. LC Racing shelf. Dun dun dun. There's the Larlo here. Eachine EAT14, I believe. Yep. And that's the 144010. Then across here, where you see all of these. Of course, we've got Optimus Prime here, looking after everything. It needs to be done. There's the drift cars. And then, well, you see. Lego car, that's another project that I have up in the air. I'm thinking about making that into a competition. So how it actually works is this is a 144001 chassis with everything stripped off it and then the Lego car built over it. The reason being that trying to get steering, differentials, motor and everything on a Lego chassis just didn't work. I tried over and over and it didn't work. So this is the best way to do it. Not glued. So that's gonna have to withstand quite a lot, and then the final on that video will be crashing against a wall. Then we come down here and I do like this one, the Classics, eh? Very cool. It's got the Grasshopper stickers on it, Grasshopper 2 as a matter of fact, it says at the top there, but it is not, I can't remember the model name, FX? Something like that, I don't know. In here is my, all right, listen, everybody's got one of these boxes. This is my motors, ESC and electrical wires. This is 144001 spare parts and, well, actually all the WL toys there. And this is the version 1 of the WL Toys 124016 that, as you can see, has been disassembled. That is not for a project, that is just, you know, spare parts. Here we've got tapes, bags, rubber seals, cable ties, that's about it. And then I've got all of my lithium greases, WD-40s, that's the new one, glues and the likes of, and then just a few bits and bobs there. Now if we come up to here, as you can see, Velcro straps, hubs, bearings, pins, steering arms. I've started to collate it all together now rather than just trying to find it one at a time. What's this here? That's just weird shaped screws apparently. A few tools, glues and the likes of. And here we have actually just specific models: SG1603, 1604, TT01 Tamiya, Larlo, Crowball, and whatnot. A959 parts there, and 184016. As you can see, it's a very small box for that because you can't get spare parts for them right now. So, come back a little bit. This is a new tool I haven't had chance to use as of yet. It's sort of Dremel type tool, but I like this part here. I turned it on the other day and I crapped my pants, quite frankly. Now you see my messy tool area. Every time I tidy it up, it takes about 3 seconds, then I've messed it up again. So now I just leave it messed up. And we have this area here, plastic bag, okay? Not a lot happening there. You can pretty much see for yourselves. Oh, thank you, Sebastian. Excuse me. Oh, needed that. Oh, I forgot about underneath there. This box here, do I have a zoom somewhere? There we go. That contains all of the spare parts for the Nitro Formula One cars, and there are a lot of them. I could probably build another 2 cars, being honest with you. We have washers, nuts, bolts, and more bolts, because you know you can never have enough bolts. Voltmeter, more bolts, knives. These are the shims, actually. Yes, shims, because, well, I think we all need shims, especially if you're going to have WL toys. For sure, don't forget your fire extinguisher if you're going to have RC cars. Down here we have pretty much just the junk area. This is my GPS that, unfortunately, if you saw the video of the 104019 brushless and the cars subsequently after that, it just succumbed to it. The charging port snapped off it. So I've had to buy a couple of different GPS units. What's weird though, and as typical, was when I was looking for alternative GPS units, it came up with a cover for this that would have obviously saved it, but I did not know. So if you own one of these, you can buy a rubber cover that will protect it in a crash, and I suggest that you do that, okay? Bits and bobs, springs, all those sort of things, puller tool, and, well, rubbish, quite frankly. And then the last one here, we have Nitro starter, gyro programming card, wires, there's the weights that I was using on the Formula One car, etc, etc. People wondered how I get the overhead shots. Well, it is as simple as a microphone stand going like that there, and then I have mobile phone facing downwards, so it's quite thin when I'm looking at, obviously, at the camera stand over there. It's quite thin, so it doesn't affect my view, but obviously then I can easily look down and make sure things are in focus. And I think that's about it. These are supposed to have covers on, but they fell off, so I need to stitch some new Velcro onto them. And these lights, LED lights here, would obviously be facing me, but I needed to light up that side of the studio so you guys could see it. What else was it I wanted to say? Yes, there was a couple of other things I wanted to say. Please. Hello. If you want to have your country's flag, please feel free to send it to me. I will stick it up on the wall, be as international as possible. For those people that don't know, every video I take anywhere between 2 to 4 hours to add different language subtitles. Every video. So that takes a very long time and it's very frustrating, but I do it to include as many nationalities and languages as I can. I wish I could do them all, but there's obviously just not enough time in the day. See if we can make you sick by going like that. This whole area, I'm actually planning, I've got lots of plans with the shelving and ways of having the cars set up. And sort of solutions for other things, but again, it's just down to money. You know, I have to continually buy bits and bobs for the channel, cars and whatnot. Not everything is given to free for review, so I have to spend my own money on it. And since I started this channel, every birthday and Christmas I spent all the money on the channel.
That's why my wife bought me some underwear, because, you know. So there you go. I don't think there's anything else I need to show you. I think this is it. Maybe one day I'll take you next door and show you how I get the photographs that I need to take. But this is the studio that I work in. And I hope you liked the video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.